So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. As this Wednesday, Manchester United host Chelsea, and we're going to be talking all about it in today's video. So if you do enjoy it, please make sure to give it a like. If you are new to the channel and want to subscribe and have not done so already, then make sure you guys are hitting that red button in the bottom right corner of today's video. And as always guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your score predictions and also your teams as well. But anyway guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So this Wednesday, back at home, taking on 10th place Chelsea in a game which it really doesn't excite me going into it. After what I saw against Newcastle on the weekend, I just have no confidence in this team at the moment. I really don't. We're getting through games, scrappy wins, 1-0, 2-1, not looking convincing. And then when we come to play a good team that can play football to a good standard, that are determined to go and win their games, they walk all over us. And it's happened multiple times this season, and we saw it once again against Newcastle, because that performance on the weekend was absolutely shocking. It was, and there's so many questions about the team, about the manager. You know, is Ten Hag on his last legs? Has Ten Hag lost the players? Has he lost the dressing room? Is he out of his depth? You know, there's so many things going on at the moment. And this club is just an absolute mess. You've got the leaks coming out again. Players saying training's too hard. I saw something earlier on saying the players are not happy with training because they feel like they're running too much. There's a reason for that, because on the weekend, you barely ran at all. You barely ran at all. So how dare you come out and complain about training when you're not putting the effort on the pitch? It's the non-negotiable. You work hard for the team, even in games you might not be able to win. Work hard and take some responsibility for yourself. Take some responsibility for your own game. It's shocking. And I don't know what it is about these players. When they join Manchester United, they just feel like they have the free world to go and do whatever they want. They don't have to run on the pitch. They don't have to put in 100%. They can go on nights out every day of the week. They can miss training. They can miss meetings. And I know Ten Hag has fallen out with a lot of these players, and it is on him as well. I'm not just saying it's on the players. It's a collective. And some of the things Ten Hag is doing is wrong. His team selections are wrong. Picking Rashford every week is wrong. And unfortunately, if he keeps on going down this road of picking McTominay, who when it comes to big games is invisible. He's a ghost. He's not good enough for the big games. On the weekend, he was invisible. So if he keeps on doing this with his team selections, he's going to sack himself. He's going to sack himself, but these players aren't helping. These players are trying to sack him as well. They've already sacked 2 or 3 managers in the past, and they're trying to do it again. The players are down in tools once again, and it's unbelievable. It's shocking, it's selfish, and it just shows these players the attitude, the body language. Like, you're Manchester United. You're playing for Manchester United, going to St. James's Park, and you're putting in a performance like that. Think of the fans. They don't care. They don't care about this manager. They don't care about the fans they come to travel. It's obvious from what we saw on the weekend. It's so bad. You had Martial arguing with Ten Hag. So guys, sorry about that cut off, but where were we? We were talking about Anthony Martial having a bust-up with Eric Ten Hag on the weekend against Newcastle. And I think it was mid-game. There was a bit of tracking back Martial wasn't doing. And rightly so, because there was a player right next to Martial who, if he had anything about him, if he actually cared about winning that ball, he would have went up to him, he'd have pressed him, and he would have got the ball back. It was a simple thing like that, and Ten Hag didn't like it, and rightly so, because it's lazy. It is lazy. Marcus Rashford on the weekend as well. How easy was it to play against Rashford? Every time someone got past him, walking back, and then pretending to do a little jog, pretending he cared, when he doesn't. You can see on his face, doesn't care one bit. His body language is shocking, and he clearly doesn't want to play. And Ten Hag is trusting in this guy who really doesn't want to be on the pitch. It's doing him no good. But you know what? On the Chelsea game on Wednesday, he'll be in the team. I can guarantee you that. And that's what's going to sack Ten Hag. Because these players are not performing for him. They're not playing for him. Because they're lazy. And they down tools at every single manager they're managed by. It's as simple as that. It's these type of players. I don't know who they think they are. I really don't. It must be something about playing for this club. But when things are going wrong and are not going so good, there's other teams in the league who think, you know what, we're not in the best of spells at the moment, but now each one of us has to take responsibility. But do you know what most of these players do? They copy each other. They all become lazy. They all complain about training. They all down tools on the manager. They don't think about the positives in the game and what they can do themselves to get better in the game and improve results. They become lazy. And they just don't give a shit. And that's what hurts us fans the most. Give those Newcastle, Man United fans that went up to St James's Park a refund. Just do it. Because they went all the way up there to watch that. Watch a team that didn't care. Watch a team that lied down for Newcastle, accepted defeat as soon as we stepped on that pitch. We didn't have a good chance in that game. This is Manchester United. Yes, you can win against Luton, like I mentioned, but it's the big games that Manchester United are really judged on. It's going to places like this. How can you handle it? How can you handle the atmosphere? Can you rise up to it? But every time these players play a good team, they just sail down. They lie down and accept defeat because they know they're not performing to the standard they have to play for. And that's all it is. It's absolutely shocking. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below because honestly, I just cannot believe we're back at this, back at square one again. I cannot believe it. Team selection's crap. It's just, it's so bad. But on to the game on Wednesday. Manchester United taking on 10th place Chelsea. A game which, as a Manchester United fan, I'm not really looking forward to. But again, you better not go and lose that game on Wednesday to Chelsea. You better not. Because they're also a joke of a team. And I know they won on the weekend against Brighton. But look where they are. 10th place. Nah. You do not go and lose against Chelsea on Wednesday at home after what you did on the weekend. You don't go and do that, because that will be unacceptable, like it was on the weekend. Do not even think about losing to that Chelsea team on Wednesday. But it's a real possibility, because that home form, that fortress that we called Old Trafford last season, no longer a fortress this season, for a reason I can't even explain. For a reason I cannot even explain. It's absolutely shocking. So yeah, before going into it, guys, just mentioned it, it's a game that we must win. It's a game that I feel Ten Hag has to get it right in again. Don't play Rashford. Don't bother about playing Rashford on the weekend. Really don't. And also, Ten Hag, stop crying. Stop being a baby and falling out with players. And if you do fall out with players, have the decency to acknowledge that your best players are the ones on the bench. Rafael Varane, get him on the pitch, Ten Hag. Stop being a crybaby about it, because he is miles better than playing Luke Shaw at centre-back, who was really good on the weekend, but we need him at left-back. We cannot afford to have Diego Dallo playing out of position. Play Luke Shaw there and just stop all this crap that's going on and play your best centre-back. Play your best players, because that's when you're going to get results. That's when you're going to get clean sheets. I don't care how well Maguire's playing. I don't care how much Scott McTominay's scoring. Stop this before you get yourself sacked. But saying all of this, guys, I will put my team on the screen now.
So, guys, here's my team for the game tomorrow against Chelsea. So, Andre Onana in goal. I've gone with a different back four of Shaw, Maguire, Varane and Wan-Bissaka. We're playing enough games as it is. If you can't rotate and if you can't bring in Varane, your best centre-back, for a game against Chelsea, midweek fixture, then I don't know what you're doing, Ten Hag. It's as simple as that. You play your best players. So I've gone with Varane to be in the team for this one, alongside Harry Maguire. In the midfield, I've gone with Amrabat alongside Mainu. Another big game, another game we cannot afford to play McTominay in. It's as simple as that. So Amrabat needs to play alongside Mainu. You know what? I do reckon it will be McTominay. And I do reckon Lindelof will start in this one, or something like that will happen. Because it's just what Ten Hag is doing and he's sticking to his plans. But I want to see Amrabat and Mainu in the midfield, and I want to see Varane starting. So that's what I've gone with. And the front four, I've dropped Rashford in this one, and I've got Anthony on the right, Garnacho on the left, with Bruno and Højlund returning back to the striker position. I don't want to see Martial again. I'm fed up of it now. I really am fed up of it. He should have been gone 3 years ago. Yes, he's all right now and then to score a goal for you, but he's not consistent. He's not going to run for you. He's not going to work hard for the team like Højlund. So I've gone with him straight back in. It's as simple as as that. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. I very, very much doubt that this will be the team we see, but I think we need to if you want to see some change in the team's attitude, the way we're playing, just body language of the players as well. We just need to see a bit more, and this is what I think will do the trick. So let me know your thoughts down below, but let's get back to the preview. So, guys, that's my team going into it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Honestly, guys, if I see Rashford on that team lineup on Wednesday night, 8:15 p.m, I am going to be angry. I'm going to be fuming about it because you've done it enough times now. Surely you can realise that he's not putting in the effort for you. I don't care if he comes out after the match saying, oh, I trust in this guy. I trust in this guy. We're going to have a talk behind the scenes. I believe he'll get back to his best form. No, he's not doing that because do you know what? He simply doesn't give a shit. No one's going to get back to their best form if you're not going to go on that pitch and try and work hard. The non-negotiables of being in a 10 HAG football team. I thought that was meant to be it. Obviously not, because most of these don't care. And most of these players are crap. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. So that's my team going into it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Kobe Manu starting for me. He's the only one recently which I can actually think some positives about him, and Bruno Fernandes really, and Maguire and Shaw when he's been back as well. Other than that, every single other player has been poor and needs to improve their game going into this one, because Chelsea, they'll fancy their chances. They'll think Manchester United just got battered by Newcastle, 3-0 in Turkey. Let's go there, let's show some football to them, and let's go and win that game. Because that's what Poch is going to do, and they're more than capable of doing it, because recently Chelsea have been getting better. I know they got thumped 4-1 by Newcastle, but they got a good result on the weekend, and that was with 10 men. Just imagine we had 10 men in a game. Think how bad that would be. You know what I mean? Every team at the moment is more determined and have more about them to go and give any other team a game. And we don't. As I mentioned, we're either getting scrappy 1-0 wins or 2-1 wins, or we're getting thrashed. We don't draw games. Forget drawing. Forget even trying to go for a point in some games. Nah, win or draws only. Because that's what Manchester United are about at the moment. I don't know why that is, because, I mentioned it from the start of the season. I haven't seen any, source of any type of improvement in any game. And that's what we need to instill confidence. Game by game, you need to see improvement. We're not. We're doing the same thing over and over again. We're doing it over and over again. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely mind-blowing. It really is what's going on at this club at the moment. Especially after last season when I actually saw some direction. Now we're here again. So yeah, my final thoughts going into the game. I think it's going to be a wild game. I do think there's going to be a lot of goals. A lot of goals. 2-2, 3-2 I think it could be. Because both teams defensively are shit. Oh, actually, we haven't been crap recently. I'm not going to give too much criticism to our defence because we've been keeping clean sheets. So that's just me getting angry and that's just me getting emotional about this. But yeah, the defence has been alright for us. But we know if Chelsea come at us at the moment, we will concede goals. And they're a team which does score a lot of goals as well. So I think there will be a lot of goals in this game. My final score prediction, I'm going to go Manchester United. I'm going to say 2-2. It's always a draw. I know we thrashed them towards the end of last season, but that's when they were in a very toxic period and they were always going to lose that game, weren't they? So yeah, I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to say Højlund, who has to start this game now. I don't want to see Martial on that pitch ever again. He shouldn't even be here in the first place. So Højlund has to start for me. So I'm going to go Højlund, and I'm also going to go Bruno Fernandes as well. And for Chelsea, we know they're key players. You're up front. Mudrik's been improving recently. Nicholas Jackson has been getting a lot of goals. Cole Palmer is someone I've been really impressed by recently as well, since his move from City. So he's going to cause us a lot of problems. So I'm going to say for him to score. And also I'm going to say Enzo Fernandez, who scored a brace on the weekend. He's going to probably get one as well, isn't he? Just be our luck. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-2, guys. But let me know your thoughts down below. If you did enjoy this preview, please let me know down below. I'm a bit emotional about it. I'm going to get angry about it because I don't want to see what's going on at this club at the moment. I don't want us to be in this mess because it's just toxic. And it's the worst I've seen it. It's the worst I've seen it in a very, very long time. Just everything around the club, the players, the manager, and what's going on behind the scenes, the takeover taking ages, the leaks coming out, how we're getting through games, the way we're performing in games, etc. It's just a mess.
And I know I said there was hope of top 4 this season, but the way we're going, we'll be lucky to get that 5th spot. We really, really would be. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. It's ugly. It's terrible at the moment, but we have to pray for some improvement, don't we? But smash a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.